I've said I really don't want to talk about transgender issues anymore.
Sorry, let's
And
change the
and
topic.
and and the caller who's here right now, he brought it up, right?
Yeah.
He brought it up, not me. Okay, so it's now continue. Let's say that there's a YMCA with a change room. Would you say it'd be wrong for me to go into a woman's change room?
Right now, yes.
Okay, then hang on, hang on.
Okay.
I'm a woman. Now is it wrong?
Okay, so this is gonna get really crazy really fast. I'll answer the question. If you are truly identifying as a woman and you truly mean
I
it,
truly am. Hang on, let me make sure.
are you asking Myron?
Yes, I'm truly a woman. Is it
Okay.
now wrong for me to go to the YMCA into a woman's change room?
This is where
Just
it gets
as I am.
So my answer is now no.
See, this is
Okay.
why the left is losing big time. Because
Yeah, I
what
know.
you just said is crazy to me.
Well, but
Just
okay,
me
wait,
saying a
let me
few
ask you a
words,
question.
poof.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, so you're saying it's still wrong for you to go in there right now, right?
No, you said that.
I know. I said it was not. I said it was not.
No. I asked you, is it wrong for
Yes.
me to right now as a
And I said
man?
it's not wrong now that you have said I am a woman and you truly mean
Right.
it.
So you
Okay.
flipped just
But
from
let
me
me
making a declaration of a few words.
but here's the thing. How much you mentioned how things impact our lives. How much does that really impact your or my life?
The sports issue?
Yeah, the transgender and sports issue.
Oh, none. My daughter doesn't play sports.
Exactly. And so it just becomes this issue that they can bring up to make Democrats look bad. So my advice to Democrats would be pretty much just like dodge it from now on, or just talk about how they don't want to talk about the economy.
Well, but for me though, the real issue, and I've said this so many times now that I should stop talking about transgender issues because I'll just say it bluntly: my side has already won it. Like it's not even close. We've won it. And same with transitioning of trans kids in the teenage years. My side has won it. It's done. Bathrooms is a little more wishy-washy, but what's another one? Even things like affirmative action, we've won it. But I still think a conversation can be had on the trans issue because it can lead to a great conversation on the freer speech issue. That a guy like me should have the right to look what I'll just call woke people in the eye and say, no, I don't think trans trans women should compete against biological women, real women. And if that makes you cry, so be it. And then if they want to actually come back to me and say, well, you're increasing the risk of suicide, I'll say, show me the data. Show me any trans woman athlete who's committed suicide because they couldn't compete. And they can't do it.
I don't think there is. And
no, there isn't. And so if it's now down to a feelings issue or a sadness issue, are you telling me that there's not more biological women sad than trans people sad? So why are you siding with the minority here? There's that type of feel sorry forism that I rather feel sorry for a trans woman than a real woman. Why? Because they'll commit suicide. That's basically the only argument they have.
There are literally, we know this, there are people who will not date people if they are transgender, right?
Yes, that's true.
There are companies, we could say many Christian companies, that will not hire people if they are transgender.
Yeah, and isn't that understandable?
I think not.
No, but let's be really honest with each other. Let's say you have a family diner, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Even in a big city, I'm not talking about small rural, and you got a guy, no, I'm not sorry. You got a man who's dressed like a woman with a beard, and he wants to be the hostess. You really blame the operator of that diner for saying no?
Yeah.
I don't. Because every customer not every customer, but most customers are going to come in there and say, okay. Like they're not going to maybe make the facial expression, but in their mind, they know that this is a guy wearing a dress. It's basically a transvestite. You can't really tell the difference between a transvestite and a trans person if they don't talk, right? Like how many how many transvestites are going to get jobs as hostesses? Like even the transvestites know this. They realize that they're not going to get these jobs.
I'll tell you why it's bad discrimination.
Okay.
It's bad discrimination because there's no reason that I should have to wear a suit. What? Because it makes people feel bad to see me in a dress?
Isn't that a good reason?
Well, it's the business's choice.
I know, but let's say that's the reason the business gives.
That makes their customers feel bad.
Yeah, like if customers feel bad, they're less likely to come into your business. Every time they enter the business, they feel bad.
I'm checking my consistency meter.
Yeah, this is a bit of a trap question, because if you say that we should not take into consideration the feelings of customers, then I can say, why should we take into consideration the feelings of the transgender people?
Okay, I've got my view on it right now.
Okay. And that leads us straight to suicide rates, and that's the only answer you can give.
No. My view on it, and this is where I stand currently, I'd need to maybe argue against someone more liberal than me, is they can discriminate what their employers wear, but they can't discriminate what their customers wear.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
I know, but that goes to the bathroom issue again, to be consistent with.
So if I'm a business owner and I do not want a 6-foot man who's dressed like a woman to be a hostess, I should be able to say that. And if they ask me why, because it makes my customers uncomfortable. And if they say, who cares what your customers think? I'd say, well, who cares what you think? Who cares what the transgender person thinks? But if you're going to make the feelings argument and say it doesn't count for one side, then I can say the feelings of the transgender don't count either. So I should be able to discriminate against a transgender person just like you're discriminating against my customers. Oh, I should be a lawyer.